the biggest mistakes when it comes to investment is the following, is that you stop basically investing. I always talk about investments. You know that you should invest and put some money aside because there are some inconveniences, there may be some problems, and it's better to put yourself in a safer position today or tomorrow than you are today. It's the right thing to do is to put some money aside that will grow, to buy some assets and some stuff that will grow their value when the time passes. So you know that the right thing to do is to buy some assets, to buy investments, and just simply to do the things. But what I realized that the most common mistake when it comes to investments is the fact that once you begin investing, you simply stop. You begin, you take the action now, and then you stop forever. I've been watching a series of students, a couple of people, and even after 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, and I'm not kidding, half a year passes, you have invested, for example, €1,000, and it passes 6 months, and this person hasn't even grown their investments more, put even more money into the investments, and we are talking only about €1,000, which is nothing basically. But the person is like, it's becoming comfortable. They're like, oh, all right, I've done the thing, I've invested 1,000, now I'm done forever. And they're like thinking that this will make them rich somehow, and they don't even know how, but they have done the thing, and so it's fine. No, it's not. You should be aggressive when you are investing. It means that, of course, invest what you don't need right now, but you should improve and implement your investments with even more deposits. That's how you grow a capital. That's how you become wealthy for real. The wealthiest people in the world have assets, have investments aside that pay them an income, and they basically live based on that, which means that if you start with €1,000 because the situations you are actually in allows you to invest that amount of money, is fine. Then a month passes and you have another 1,000 available. Instead of wasting it and completely throwing that money out of the window, you just invest and add positions to your investments. In this way, now you have the first €1,000, which a month ago produced you some earnings, some income. Now you've added even 1,000 more, so you have already compounded your investments. Your investment has grown, and you will earn even more money, because the more you invest, the more you earn. That's simple, that's basic. And that's the most common mistake I see. And I don't know how people are basically so stupid, because I can say that, I can tell that people start a thing that should be a habit. It should go on for the rest of your life. Now, people come to me and say, Pietro, I've just started this new job, because before they were studying in the university or something, and now they have some income. And they tell me, Pietro, should I invest? What should I do? Yeah, of course you should invest. It's the right thing to do. But even logically, even if you think for yourself, you think about it, you say, yeah, it's obviously the right thing to do. You have some investments, some assets, some money aside that will pay you and will compound over a long period of time. Especially if you're young, because you have long time, you don't have some responsibilities like having a family, taking care of children, etc. And you can invest more, and you even have more time in order to make this investment grow. So that's the right thing to do, but that's a basic concept that you understand simply. It's easy to understand the fact that everybody should invest and have some money aside which grow over time. But the problem is that when people start investing, they think that, yeah, I've started, now they become lazy about that. So they've invested, after a week passes, a couple of days, they just want to withdraw the money, the profit they made, and somehow they want to live passive income based on that 100 1,000 investment they made, or couple hundred investment they made, which is nothing. Rich people instead, the wealthiest one, start even with 1,000, 10,000, whatever. You put this money aside into your investment, and then whenever you have the opportunity, regardless of the amount of the money you have aside, you put them into investment. This way it compounds, not only based on the previous investment you made, which grows over time, but also with the other deposit that you did, which in comparison to the fact that you only invested a specific amount of money, and now you just leave that and you leave the investment to its course of time. If you add even more money, then you had even more money into your investment, which grows more. That's the most common mistakes I see, and that's because a mentality that I don't know where people take it. But just because of the fact that you invested this money and then you see some profit, it's the poor mentality. People just want to withdraw the profits, or even worse, the profit and the deposit, because now that they have this money available, they want to buy some liabilities like the new car, the new motorcycle. They want to go to the restaurant without having those assets, which the game is completely different. You should improve your assets, you should improve your investments, you should add more at the beginning, you should sacrifice more at the beginning, and later on, when you have a huger amount of money invested, only when you have a huger amount of money invested, and the royalty and the dividend and the payout you can do from this investment currently on a consistent basis allows you to live on that and to cover your expenses, and to also grow even more the investment. Now it's the time when you can actually withdraw, according to me. You should never kill the principal, you should never destroy the investment where you started, and you should always alimент it if possible. And you are only allowed to withdraw once the profits are big enough to cover your expenses and your lifestyle. That's when you are financially free. But people want to go to the shortcut, they just want a quick profit, which actually don't exist. Yes, you can make quick profits, but then you withdraw everything and you are kind of at the same point at the beginning. While instead, if you have the other person who is still investing, who is still putting money aside, who is still compounding, over a long period of time you will see the difference. And that's the difference between a person which is poor, with a poor mentality, I mean, poor not only in having no money, basically, but also in the mentality. Because if you see the few profits, if you don't invest even more, you have a poor mindset, poor mentality, which instead the rich mindset, the rich mentality is the one I told you before. You should keep investing more and even more, depending on your ability to invest, of course. It depends on the amount of money you can invest, but then you should keep alimenting that. You should keep bringing more money in, and that's what will pay for you in the long run. That's really becoming wealthy. You have investments, you have assets, you have homes, you have some shares, royalty, whatever, which pays you on a consistent basis. And the bigger it is, the bigger will be the investment. So do not have this poor mentality, do not withdraw at the first profit you do. Even if you have some expenses, whatever, you should never kill the principal, never kill the investment. I cannot stress that enough. You should never kill the principal. If something brings you money in, never destroy it. Now you have one source of income, keep it. It's hard as hell finding one serious source of income. Keep it and alimент it, grow it. Then you focus on other stuff, yes. But if you find the right one, keep constantly alimenting it, keep improving that. Because when it's bigger, it will pay you more. And you always have the principal which pays, that can be yours for the rest of your life, and even for the rest of the life the lives of the people who comes after you, your children, your family. You can take care of people. If you destroy the principle, if you spend and waste the first profits you make, you can never put yourself in a position of safety, in a position where, all right, I know that no matter what, I have these investments aside. Doesn't matter if I lose my job, if the apocalypse comes, I have some money aside, some investments, I'm diversified, and I can live based on that forever. That's when you're financially free. That's when the real wealth comes. So, for today's video is it. Let me know what you think in the comment below. The rich people understand, the wealthy people, of course, they know what I'm talking about. So let me know what you think in the comment, and I will see you in the next video.